I just had an Altoid.
Yeah. There you go. Now you go.
Bags on my
You are a guy I got to grow up with because I started, of course, with the old Ninja Turtles cartoon, right?
Awesome.
But then the older I got, I found the older Ninja Turtles books, the stuff you and Peter Laird did together.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And then all the heavy metal now.
Yes.
That's a monthly buy.
Yes.
How has this journey been for you?
Oh, dream come true, fantasy, amazing on every possible level. Just about anything you can think of in that context. I was inspired by heavy metal. In that, by the time that I grew out of reading regular comic books, they were getting too juvenile, Spider-Man, things like that. I found Heavy Metal magazine. Heavy Metal magazine led me to a lot of underground publishers like Richard Corbin and Von Bodie and Robert Crumb, those kind of things. So when it came time for me to do my own comic book, what I wanted to do was publish my own stuff. I didn't want to work for anybody else. I wanted to do my own stories, my own style. So in collaboration with Peter Laird, we created the Turtles, self-published it, so we owned all the rights, plus we got all the money from exploiting that characters, which then allowed me to buy Heavy Metal. So it sort of came full circle. Heavy Metal caused me to self-publish, which caused me to buy Heavy Metal. So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Okay, yeah, well, self-fulfilling prophecy.
I did that.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it's awesome.
Yeah. So I gotta ask you a few Turtles questions, and it's where did he get the idea? It's almost like he just drew words out of a hat. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, it was basically, quite simply, inspired by guys like Dave Sim, who did an aardvark drawn in a Barry Smith's Conan the Barbarian style. We just picked the most popular themes in comics at the time. Mutants, teenage mutants, ninjas, which are always popular, animal characters. Literally put them all in jumble, and it sounded funny to say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So we said, well, this is what they are. And then it was coming up with a story to justify them becoming characters.
So it almost started as a satire.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It was a satire. It was a satire. It was a joke. It was parody on every level. That kind of thing.
Yeah, and it blossomed into this huge thing because those books get really dark and really serious.
Yes. Well, the thing was, is like we never intended to be more than one single issue because we never thought it would sell more than one issue. So when the first issue sold and then continued to sell, we said, people kept writing saying like, well, when's issue 2 coming out? And we were like, holy shit, we never thought there'd never be an issue 2, so now we have to write it. So we sort of started, well, we can pretty much write and draw whatever kind of story we would like it to be. So the kind of stuff we would like to read. So we, tending towards an older, more mature audience was the kind of stuff that we wanted to write, draw, and tell. So that's what we did.
How about the names, the classic artists? That's homage?
Yes, very much so. As like big art history fan, but we, as with many elements that came together on the Turtles, it's like once you're living in that environment, like traditional Oriental names is not silly enough.
Yeah.
Bob, Doug, Steve is not silly enough. What's the furthest extreme we can go? Italian Renaissance artist, Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo. And actually, Donatello was almost named Bernini, was my favorite sculptor of that time. But anyway, Donatello with an O worked much better. So that's what that came from.
That's great. And now you got Heavy Metal.
Yep.
Very much like adult, uncensored, no holds barred kind of publishing.
Absolutely, it's awesome, and that's again being a huge fan of it since I bought the first issue off the newsstand in 1977, in April 1977. Inspired by Turtles, bought it in 1990. The first issue I published with my publisher was 1991. Continued to pay homage to what made Heavy Metal great, in my opinion, which was mainly publishing European artists and European style storytelling. Although we do a lot of short stories by lots of different artists from all over the world. European flavor is still the main story.
If I had to compare it to anything, I'd say 2000 AD.
Yep, very similar. Yeah. So and it's great, So when I bought the magazine, they were doing 4 issues a year. We're now doing 9 issues a year. Plus, we weren't doing any out publishing, so I published all kinds of hardcover books like Last Man Standing, Force of Black, art books, Lorenzo Spalanga, collections of some of my favorite artists, which is awesome. Yeah. In every sense of the word, it's just if I wasn't publishing it, it would be the stuff that I'd be buying because I think it's super cool.
Well, that's fantastic. You clearly have good taste.
Thank you.
I pick it up every time it's out.
Much appreciated. Thanks.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for your
time. Thanks for your time. Andrew? Pleasure, Andrew.
Drew.
Oh, Drew.
Yeah.
Awesome, Drew.
Thanks. You're doing more. Andrew Middlehands.
Hey.
There you go. Cool. Thanks.
at a movie store, but they just rented out pirated copies of the movies. It was weird.
That's very funny.
It's like it was a horrible copy. It was like you could tell it was someone videotaping in a movie theater.
Right.
Hey, I got the same thing from Pat.
That's even.
Yeah.
I've done that, everybody's gonna do that at least once or twice. Like, buy one off the street in New York or whatever, just to see, get a real, see people get that movie in front of the thing. And they got the camera
See the people
angle.
get up for the camera for half the movies, on showing half the screen. It's
Yeah, I can shoot like this. With just, hold on, just.
Exactly like that.
Now we're pirating.
Yeah.
Oh, security.
Sorry, brother.
That's awesome.
Guys, right behind you. Right behind
Yep.
you.
Watch yourself. Great. Anime room, you said?
Enjoy the day. Thank you, man. You too.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. There goes Morgan Spurlock's crew.
Well, the one benefit of the pirated movies is like you have it like a week after it came out in the theaters in the U.S. So you're like, yeah, I've watched that. I should probably watch it in a proper format to see what I missed. Because the actual movie was pretty dark. And so if someone's holding there with a handy cam, it was. You couldn't make out anything. Like we were watching it one time and someone goes, okay, I'm going to get my normal copy, my non-pirated copy, and we can watch it.
That's really funny. There you go.
This one here.